Interior Chinatown is the latest show to pop up on Disney Plus, and we had the massive opportunity to speak to some of its stars, Archie Kao, Diana Lin, and of course the legendary Lin Tzi Ma. Have a look.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to me today. It's truly an honor to speak to all of you. First of all, I completely love the show. It's phenomenal. It's something that I truly haven't seen before. So first thing I want to ask is, Lei Hou Ma?
Thank you.
And nice chatting with you, Nick.
Yeah, my family is from Hong Kong, so I've got some Hong Kong relatives over there. So I speak 少少啦，我識講少少咧。
Okay, that's you're gonna need some practice.
Yeah, I know I do. Now, first question I want to ask is the fact that you all have worked with Ronnie in this series, and he is a native Malaysian as well. Mm-hmm. Has he shared any part of Malaysian culture with you?
Yeah,
that's Malaysia.
I mean, Well, we all talk about food, man. That's like that's
Asians
how we
love to talk about food. So
we're eating and talk about food. We eat other food. We talk. It's like absolutely. I gotta say, look, the next step is you got to take me there, and we're gonna go together and hit the stores, man, and just chow down.
We're definitely looking forward to having you in Malaysia, for sure. We have plenty of good food for you.
You'll be surprised. I might be there sooner than you think.
Oh, looking forward to seeing you.
I love some food.
Mm-hmm. You all need to come down. You all need to come down and have some proper good Malaysian food. Now, Interior Chinatown is very much an Asian American story, but also undeniably an Asian story at the end of the day, especially within the family and wanting to be seen and noticed by your family. Was this a struggle for you, all of you growing up? And if so, how did you overcome it?
No, good question. Good question. You want to take that, Arch?
Oof.
Now you can dome the curve. Dome the curve, man. Dome the curve.
So my mom's an immigrant. And when she first came, my mom and dad split when I was like not even 6 months old. So she was so poor and destitute. She actually ended up giving me to a foster family. And I grew up on a farm in northwestern Pennsylvania. And it was a wonderful family, but I certainly didn't learn anything about being Asian with this thing. I learned how to be a farmer. So my story really wasn't about learning about my Asianness until I was certainly already well into my 40s, actually. I was saying earlier, like when you're young, like the need to belong and be included is I feel like the paramount driver of your, or at least my existence when I was a kid. So I did such a good job at assimilating that I actually forgot that I was at all Asian, I think. And then so it wasn't until much later that I actually was going over to China, going over to Asia and trying to learn Mandarin and trying to find my own footing. And I wanted to be seen, I guess, by my community as being an Asian guy. Like I, spent so many years running away from it because I wasn't proud of it. And then in later life, it obviously became more relevant to me. And then what's really wonderful about this show is it afforded me the opportunity to kind of lean into that with my, on-set family.
Now, T and Diana, this isn't the first time you both have been a couple, having previously been so in the farewell. How is it like working together again? And do you feel like your relationship has matured since then?
Yeah. You know what? It's definitely mature. It's because of how the show was written. I don't think, between Diane and I, and obviously we had a great experience doing the farewell. It was the first film I shot in China, and to be to play a couple again, and in this particular show, there's so much depth into where our journey, is so much longer. There's so many steps that we've taken. To being, very, very, very far apart, to come step closer, incrementally getting closer and closer and closer. And at the end of the day, I don't know how many episodes you've seen of the show, How many have you seen?
I've seen the whole season. I
Oh, good. Okay,
I love it.
No spoilers. Okay, then there's no spoilers here. Then
No.
I just want to make sure. I don't want to say something and say, "Oh yeah, I haven't seen it yet." Okay.
Oh no,
but
I think it all.
Yeah, great. At the end of the day, you really see this couple, come together as a unit to protect the family, and I think it is what Charlie intended. I believe that this book he's written, about his parents is paying tribute to their efforts in raising their sons, because Charlie also has a brother. So there's also two sons with, in the context of his real life. So I think he did it in a way where he is paying tribute to his mother and father in the show. And I am honored and blessed to be able to be one half of that tandem with me and Diana.
You, of course, had some source material to work with, but Archie, considering that Uncle Wong wasn't in the books, did that pose any challenges in developing the character, or did you feel like you had more freedom to play around a little bit more?
Well, you did your homework. All right.
Yeah.
I pride myself on that.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, yeah, I was trying to piece that together too, because when I read the novel and I was like, wait a second, this character's not even in the novel. So as I was auditioning for it, trying to figure out how, so you've seen the whole show, so I don't want to but I didn't actually know until I was already on set that I wasn't a gangster. Because I kind of, so it was really Charlie and the writers were deliberating for a while about whether or not or when they wanted to tell me, what my capacity was of the show, which I think is interesting. But I was like, I need to know more, you guys, because this is really, I'm not sure what perspective to take on this. But I think of, I thought it was really, I really appreciated the role, and I appreciated the opportunity, because I thought of Uncle as the character that has one foot in each world. And he's kind of the one that understands, and like fashion, he also understands what dangers lurk beyond, the perimeter of Chinatown, and so to speak, proverbially. The great thing is working out with Charlie, it was evolving as we were going. He had the main architecture of it in place, but some of the other sorts of thoughts about it, I'd ask him a question. He's like, well, let's think about that, and he would work on it with me, which I thought was great.
Now, one last question before I let you all go. Being the fact that this is very much set within a procedural, I just have one very casual question. If your life was a procedural, what character would you play within that procedural?
Wow, I'd be the captain.
I would be Tiger. You would be. I'd be his lieutenant.
I would be still Lily Wu. I think her journey is beautiful, and she's going to have a more exciting life later.
Thank you so much to the bunch of you. I honestly love this show. I don't know if you'll get a season 2, but I really hope so. I mean, it's a nice story, but I would love to see more of the whole family again, because I can see my family within all of you.
Oh,
thank you. That's
all
great.
of you. I wanted to give you a big hug, to be honest.
Oh,
that's so generous.
Thank you. Keep on talking about it. Keep on talking about it.
About
season 2.
Definitely.
Just keep on doing that.
Let's get a season 2. Let's do it.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. There you
go. Thank you so much. You all have very good rest of the day. It was good talking to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Bye. It may be related to reports of a gang war.
Whoa. Who is that?
She looks Thai.
Dude, she's clearly Korean. Know your Asians.
All episodes of Interior Chinatown are now streaming on Disney Plus, so make sure you go and catch that. Thank you so much for watching this interview, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, keep watching the movies.